Mr. Butts?
Dude, chill. She wasn't home, man, so, I didn't see her. Your Honor, the defendant is lying.
Lying?
The prosecution would like to call a witness who can prove Mr. Butts is lying.
Well, that simplifies the matters. Who is your witness?
The man who found the victim's body just before making the gruesome discovery. He saw the defendant fleeing the scene of the crime.
Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne, the prosecution may call its witness.
Yes, Your Honor. This is bad. On the day of the murder, my witness was selling newspapers at the victim's building. Please bring Mr. Frank Sahwit to the stand. Cheesy. Mr. Sahwit, you sell newspaper subscriptions. Is this correct?
Oh, yes. Newspapers. Oh, yes. Mr. Sahwit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. I was going door to door selling subscriptions when I saw a man fleeing the scene of the crime. I thought he might be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it was strange, I looked inside the apartment. When I saw her lying there, a woman, unmoving, dead, I quailed and frightened, found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly. It was 1 o'clock p.m. The man whose ran was, without a doubt, the defendant sitting right over there.
Larry, why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that.
Incidentally, why wasn't the phone in the victim's apartment working?
Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. How convenient.
Aren't phones supposed to be working during a blackout?
Yes, Your Honor. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sahwit used was one of those. Your Honor, I have a record of the blackout for your perusal.
Now, Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
you may begin with your cross-examination.
Cross-examination, Your Honor?
All right, Wright, this is it. The real deal.
What exactly am I supposed to do?
Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave.
Lies? What? He was lying?
Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. Or is your client really guilty?
How do I prove he's not?
It's in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction. First, find the contradictions between the and the witness's testimony. Then, once you've found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face.
Okay.
Touch the court record button and point out the contradictions in the testimony.
Isn't a man leaving an apartment a common sight? I find it odd you would take notice of him.
Oh, I don't know. He seemed strange to me. That's all. Like he was mad and yet frightened at the same time. Just like a criminal fleeing the scene of a crime.
The defense requests that the witness refrain from conjecture. Of course, what the witness means is that the man he saw looked suspicious. So, what happened next? Half open, you say?
Yes, the door was open halfway, yes. I watched for a moment, but no one came to close the door. That's a big thing like this, I thought.
I see. And what happened next? What gave you the idea to do that?
Well, the door was half open, you see. Isn't it only human nature to want to peek? We climb mountains because they are there. It's the same thing.
True words have never been spoken. Anyone would look inside. Why did Payne cut him off so quickly? So you looked at the apartment. What happened then? Are you sure she was dead?
Well, no, I guess I wasn't. But she wasn't moving at all, and there was blood everywhere.
I guess that would look fatal to anyone. Very well. What happened next? So, you didn't touch anything in the apartment?
Yes. I mean, no. Nothing.
Okay. What happened next? You thought to call the police? Does that mean you didn't actually call them? Please, listen to the rest of the testimony. You thought to call the police. What happened next? The phone in her apartment wasn't working?
Yes. I mean, no. No, it wasn't. Right.
But you said you didn't go into the apartment. Or did you?
Oh, that? I can explain that. There was a cordless phone on a shelf in the entranceway. I reached inside and tried using that to call.
And that phone wasn't working, correct? What happened next? Why use a public phone?
Well, you see, I don't have a cell phone, and being the middle of the afternoon, there was no answer at the nearby apartments.
Ah, right. What time did you call again?
Objection!
You found the body at 1 p.m. You're sure?
Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap?
That.
This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time.
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? Gee, that is a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 o'clock p.m. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a taped program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Right. You know what to do.
I've got this one. You said heard, not saw.
Yes, heard. All I saw was the body lying there.